lifestyle. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Today we're going to be talking about the subject of, is marrying multiple women legal in America? Is marrying multiple women legal in America? The answer is no. It's not legal. Why? Because in America, you can only be married to one woman based on the legal marriage contract under the system in terms of being married to the government. Yeah. When you have a marriage contract or a marriage license, you essentially take a marriage vow between you, your husband, and the state. Under those circumstances, you are married to the government. And being that you're married to the government, there are certain perks you get, but at the same time, that only benefits the woman. It don't really benefits the man. Under those circumstances, you can't marry again under the same legal system because they only allow one marriage license, right? But polygyny, on the other hand, can be practiced without no one's permission because the government don't dictate what a man can and can't do when it comes to the women he want to deal with. Just like you are out there having sex and no one prohibits you or limits you or tell you what you can and can't do. You go out there and you do it. You know, you got a lot of baby mamas out here. You got a lot of brothers out here that got babies by this woman, that woman, and there's no law or anything that says he can't go out there and have sex with who he want to have sex with. So if you want to marry women in America, then you have to do that based on your own system, your own law, your own contract that you come up with. You don't need the state to do that. You understand? In times of old, no one married based on the state. People just married when they got with a woman and they just made her his wife. It's just that simple. You know, you don't need permission. So it's not about legal or illegal. It's not like you're illegally married if you're practicing polygyny. Again, we're dealing with context. We're dealing with that which is allowed in the state or the nation, what we call the United States of America. If you want to be married under the legal system of America, right? You can only marry one woman under that contract. If you want to have multiple wives, you can't use the marriage system because that would be called bigamy. You understand? Bigamy is the practice of marrying multiple women with a marriage contract within the United States. In other words, you're in New York, you find a woman, you marry her there. You go to California, find a woman, you marry her there. That's called bigamy. And if you get caught, you can get into some trouble because a lot of people have tried it and they end up getting in trouble. So you don't want to do that. The best course of action as a man, and I taught this many years ago, that if you want to marry women, you don't need a marriage contract. All you got to do is just make these women your wives. I mean, you do it every damn day when you dating. You get with somebody, you dating, you hook up, you having sex. I don't see why would anybody not understand this. You people are out here literally engaging in marriages and don't even know it. I already taught many times, sex equals marriage. So when a man and a woman hook up and they engage in sexual activity, they already established a bond. A lot of times we establish bonds, we don't even realize it, that we already done became husband and wife. And then what happened is people separate, they stop talking, or they just, cut each other off for a moment or two, and they begin to think about one another and dream about one another. And they're wondering why this is happening. It's because you're actually one. You just don't know it yet. And because of that, you have to learn how to cooperate with nature and understand that you really are tied together. You understand? So being in an illegal marriage in terms of practicing polygyny, it's not illegal. We're dealing with what is legal in terms of the system. The system don't recognize polygyny, so they're not going to allow you to have a marriage license with 5 different women because they don't want to give 5 different women the benefits of the U.S. government system. Do you follow me? So under those circumstances, if you marry one woman based on the system, that would be legal based on their law in their system. But if you're a man of truth who follow the Most High, we don't follow their system, their way, their rule, and their law. We follow the laws of the Most High. So when it comes to marrying women based on the scriptures, when it comes to marrying women based on nature, you just get the woman you want and you make her your wife. You don't need no permission from no white man to tell you that this is your wife. It don't make no damn sense. If I want a car, I go get my car. If I want some clothes, I go get my clothes. If I want some food, I go look on the menu, pay for what I need, and I get it. If I want a woman to be mine, I don't need to go and ask for permission for her to be mine. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to come to grips with what's legal and illegal. Again, it's illegal to marry a woman in New York and then go to California and want to marry her based on the government's marriage contract. Do everybody follow me? Do everybody follow what I'm saying? We're not talking about the guise of, polygyny and how you marry under polygyny. We're talking about in the system of America, their marriage contract is you marrying the government. If you do that in New York, you cannot go to California and try to marry a woman based on the marriage contract in California. That's called bigamy. You understand? That's against the law. You're breaking the law. You understand? The best course of action if you want to marry multiple women is to deal with them based on your law. Simply put, you find a sister, you like her, she like you get to know her, boom, boom, boom. You courting her, whatever the case is, there's some feelings, some intimacy, it's all building up. You have sex with her, you make her your wife. That's it. She's your wife. Go ahead and live happily ever after. Make her understand this is what I'm expecting of you as a wife. And y'all both unite and she understand her role as a helpmate. And y'all move forward. You find another woman that you like. She's of good quality. You get with her, get to know her. You mate with her, make her your wife. Now you got 2 wives, right? See how that works? You get with another woman based on your needs, based on your desires, based on what is fitting for your household, based on your growth, and you make her your wife the same exact way. Your marriages to these women have nothing to do with the state. It have nothing to do with the government. It have nothing to do with being illegal because it have nothing to do with their system. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're following the laws of the Most High. See, in the world system, they say that the alternative lifestyle in terms of being gay, they say that they have marriage for those people. Well, according to the scriptures, that's not of the Most High. So they have their way. They have their laws. We don't follow what they do. We follow what the Most High say we can have. You understand? So this is how we do it. If you feel, because a lot of people feel like this, they be like, well, where's your wedding band? If you're married, why you don't got a wedding band? Who told you I need one? So you mean to tell me if I'm going to be your second wife, you're not going to buy me no wedding band? No, I'm not buying you no wedding band. I'm not buying you no ring. What the hell I'm buying you a ring for? See, you're caught up in Babylon. You're caught up in all these damn idols with a ring. The ring, if you do your origin, I suggest everybody do the origin of the wedding band. Where did the idea of the wedding band come from? Where did the idea of the wedding ring come from? It didn't come from the Bible. The wedding band origin was actually a marketing scheme to get rich, where they decided, you know what, let's make a little token of something that if a man want a woman to be a wife, this ring would have to be based upon his love for that woman. And let's make him spend X amounts of dollars on this woman with a ring. And we're going to all get rich. We'll put diamonds in there and we'll say that a diamond is a woman's best friend. And the truth is diamonds aren't even worth anything. But yet people are spending thousands upon thousands, even millions for diamonds than when they're really not worth anything. It's like it's a stone that's not even worth anything. But people believe it is, so they spend money on it. But the truth is you don't need a wedding band. You don't need no wedding rings. You don't have to buy no woman no wedding ring. It is what it is. I know some ladies, they get mad at that because they want a ring. For what? So you can leave and you got a ring? No. It's like, you brothers, you got to wake up and to the reality that a lot of times these women, they're not really trying to get with you because they want to be wives. They just want to get with you because they trying to get what they want to get. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to allow women to come in to be wives only to spoil them with a bunch of junk. The Bible don't say get a woman a wedding band. The Bible says her food and her raiment and her duty of marriage shall you not diminish. So when you get a woman as a new wife, her food you shall provide, which means the home should always have food in it. You should always make sure that you provide food so that the people have, your children and your wives have food to eat. You're supposed to make sure that everybody is clothed, which means there comes a time when you're supposed to make sure that everybody have the proper clothes, coats, shoes, and so forth to wear. All of these things as a man you're supposed to provide. You're supposed to also make sure that the duties of marriage is done and each of your wives understand their task and what you expect of them. You're not to have wives just to have them sitting around being on Facebook all day and posting Instagram pics. That's not what having a wife is about. She's supposed to be a helpmate. She's supposed to be supportive, encouraging. She's supposed to be one that pleases you, one that raises the children, one that takes care of the house, cooks quality meals. These are things that women's supposed to bring to the table. If she's not doing that, she's not worthy of even being a wife. And I know a lot of you sisters, you don't want to do all of that stuff because you feel that you're too good to fix some pancakes. You think you're too good to fry some eggs. You think you're too good to go to the store and do some shopping. But at the end of the day, if you're not willing to do all of these things for your husband, then you don't respect him and you don't love him and you certainly don't need to be no damn wife. It's just that simple. So I don't see why would women be expecting houses on the hill, separate houses, and designer clothes when they don't even provide the help and the love or the encouragement that a man need to thrive in this life. Like a lot of you ladies, you're too damn selfish and you're not worthy to be in a relationship. So with that being said, I hope that, everybody understands the truth in what I'm sharing here because it's very important for people to understand this stuff, man. It's like when you really think about marriage in America, monogamy is a failure. Monogamy, people, they get into relationships, they make up, break up, divorce. It happens every single day. You know what I mean? Monogamy is not the answer for our people. That may work for the other nations. It don't work. Monogamy is a total failure. If you look at the system in America here, people are divorcing like 50%, 60%. People are just divorcing left and right. They don't even want to stay together no more. They hate each other. They just want to go get with someone new and start all over, which makes no sense. To be with somebody for many years and now you want to break up to go start over and then get in the same boat all over again. It makes no sense, but that's where people are. So the question pretty much is, is marrying multiple women legal in the United States? In the United States, under the United States contract of marriage, it would be illegal to marry multiple women with the marriage contract. Polygyny is not illegal because it is not based on their law. It's based on the laws of the Most High, which means you create your own marriages, your own rules based on the scriptures. So it's not illegal to practice polygyny in America. You can have as many wives as you want based on your means, on your time, desires, and how you see your situation. I don't suggest a man having 1,000 wives or 25 wives when he never had a wife. I think that as a man, you should start off with one wife, build yourself up, learn how to conduct yourself with that one woman, and as you grow and grow, have children, then as time goes on, you branch out and you have another wife based on your needs and what's going on. All these guys that just want to have multiple wives when they don't even have one wife, that's a problem, because you're going in it out of selfishness, you're going in it out of lust, you're going in it because you just crave just to have sex with women. And the truth is, if you don't know how to deal with one woman under, your household, then how can you be able to deal with more than one when you don't even know how to deal with the personality of one woman? You don't even know how to have sex with one woman. You don't even know how to take care of one woman and some kids. So how can you do that for more than one woman if you don't have no practice doing that with one woman? So it's best to start off with one woman and build yourself up as a man. And then as you grow and your needs and desires grow, now you can expand your capacity in polygyny. So I hope that this helps out. Again, it's against the law to marry multiple women based on the marriage contract in America. That's called bigamy. Bigamy. You don't want to do that. That's breaking the law. That means you're trying to get contracts, marriage licenses in different states. You can't do that in America. You understand? If you're going to have a wife or multiple wives, they got to be based on the laws of the Most High, based on your own status. Some of you brothers may have already gotten married to a woman based on the marriage contract. So you have one wife based on the marriage contract. So if you want to have more than one wife, they cannot be on no marriage contract based on the state. Why? Because you already have a wife that's on contract in the state. Do you understand? So as a brother, it would be best if you have no wife, don't marry a woman based on the marriage contract. I suggest any man listening to me, do not marry any woman based on the marriage contract of the state. If anything, do things your way, because you don't want to be connected to the state. You understand? And many of us brothers have already made that mistake, and we have to deal with that because we already made that mistake. So if anything, we're telling you, don't go down that path. If you're a brother, never been married before, don't marry women based on the marriage contract, because it's not designed to benefit you. It's designed to benefit the woman. You understand? So go out there, do what you got to do, and just know that if you take a wife with the marriage contract, later on, if you want to practice polygyny, you cannot marry a woman based on the state. Sometimes you'll get women and they'll be like, well, how are you able to marry me if, we're not married based on the state? First of all, the state don't give me permission as a man to have a wife. I don't need their permission to have a wife, just like you don't need permission to have a woman that you're dating. Do any of you go to the state to get permission to date women? Do any of you get permission from the state to sleep around with women? Do any of you sisters go get a marriage license to date a particular brother? No, you go out there and you do what you do. Simple. So why is it that all of a sudden when it comes to polygyny, everybody want marriage license now? Come on, people bugging out. Anyway, with that being said, do your own thing when it comes to your marriage. Have up your own contracts or your own agreements. See, as simple as this. If you're going to wife up a woman, you and her need to have an agreement. You write it up. Write up the agreement. You make her read it. Once she agrees to it, she signs. Boom, boom, boom. You have witnesses around. Have a little ceremony. You come together. You're happy. And everything is cool because you both agreed to the terms of the marriage. And it's just that simple. I don't see why people make these things difficult. It's not that difficult at all. So with that said, I'm going to sign out. This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out, everybody. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100%